4:59. Let's sing Song of the Garden. The Lord into his garden comes, the spices yield their rich perfume. The lilies grow and thrive, the lilies grow and thrive. Refreshing showers of grace divine from the Father flows to every vine, and makes his people one, and makes his people one. Come, brethren, you that love the Lord, and taste the sweetness of his word. In Father's ways go on, in Father's ways go on. Our troubles and our trials here will only make us richer there. When we arrive at home, when we arrive at home. That's all right. Let's begin our Hoon dok hae by offering one standing bow to our beloved parents. Catalan and Bro, Zagery Oliver, but all our most beloved Heavenly Parents today, Tuesday, the first day of December 2015, we pray for the victory, the protection, the prosperity, the goodness, and the love from our Heavenly Parents. We pray for the success always of our true mother, who's always here, guiding us too, here on earth, and the rest of the true children, the true grandchildren, and our true Father who is in heaven, guiding us in here in Hoon dok hae. And we pray for our elder sister Sanjanin and her husband Inputnin, the president and the vice president of the Family Federation for World Peace and Unification. We pray that they will always be guiding many missionaries and many brothers and sisters and inspiring us. This coming even December 7th, we pray for the gathering to be a success, where true mother will be here too, to address all on the day. And we pray for the international headquarters, all the personnel there, the umbrella organizations, including the UPS. We pray for Dr. Cheon Seong Gyeong and his family, and all the continental leaders all over the world, especially here in North America, Bishop Humankind, all national leaders all over the world, especially in America. We pray for Dr. Michael Malcolm and his wife, for the children, the staff, of course, 43rd Street, including Reverend Dylan Stevens, the Vice President of the Family Federation for World Peace, U.S.A., and all the leaders, the district leaders and regional leaders and pastors and center leaders all over the world. We pray for the Mid-Atlantic area, from our district leader, Reverend Ernest Patton, to the pastors of Dawson Center, Reverend James Stewart, Reverend Akira Ota of Norfolk, Virginia, Father Elian Bayo of Richmond, Virginia, and in the Beltway, Ms. Red June, and in Maryland, Reverend Robert Lam and his wife and co-pastors, Reverend Jim Woodley, Reverend Gregory Jones, and here in Washington, D.C. We pray for the ACOC chairman, Archbishop Augustus Salas, and his wife and 2 children, and our pastor, Reverend Zagery Oliver, his wife, Fumi, the daughter Brianna, and all the blessed families who are connected to the Washington Family Church. We pray for each other's success, prosperity, and goodness, and all the love as we today read the Hoon dok hae. We pray that we can really discern many things and be inspired always for days and months from the readings today. And we pray for each other's success in witnessing other people back to your presence, O Heavenly Parents. And I pray this in all our names and in my name, as Master Francis Catalan. Blessed fellow family. Adieu, adieu, adieu. Good morning. We're back here at 241. So we have the embodiments of the parents of heaven and earth and humankind. Is this the one, 241? You should aspire to become embodiments of God, embodiments of the parents, and embodiment of the parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. In fact, all these parents want you, their embodiments, to be better than they are. It is now for you to surmount obstacles without passing through a course of indemnity as I did. Even though you may not own material possessions, all you need is absolute faith in true parents, having the standard of absolute faith that they fought to establish throughout their lives. You need absolute faith to recover the realm of absolute love. Therefore, you have to become people of absolute faith. Actually, you need to have absolute faith while you are alive on earth, which is virtually hell. That is why you must invest and forget. Invest and forget. Invest and forget. This is how the parents of heaven and earth, who are in the substantial realm centered on the incorporeal parent of the cosmos, became his object partners. Also, this is how the parents of heaven and earth and humankind establish their virtuous union by which heaven and earth were made complete. If you want to serve the will, you must inherit everything that the parent of the cosmos, the parents of heaven and earth, the parents of heaven, earth, and humankind achieved. Parents do not want their children, who represent them for the will, to be less than they are. Just as a husband who loves his wife does not want her to be less than he is, a loving wife feels the same toward her husband. We want the people who represent us in our work for the will to be better than ourselves. For this reason, if you have a son or daughter who is better than we are pleased to bequeath our inheritance to him or her. The providence of restoration unfolded through the three stages of the Old Testament age, the New Testament age, and completed Testament age. Now that we are in an age of liberation and complete freedom, we are building an infinite world of liberation where all sons and daughters are actually free from any trace of sin, both in spirit and flesh. It is the ideal world where we are destined to live. Therefore, the parent of the cosmos, the parents of heaven and earth, and the parents of heaven, earth, and humankind come to the earth in the person of the Lord of the Second Advent, coming as a man in the flesh. He finally secures on behalf of God and in place of the perfected Adam the substantial realm of love. That substantial realm of love is the family. If you cannot secure your family by having sons and daughters, then your love will not be expressed through future generations. No matter how much a husband and wife love each other, if they have no children, their lineage ends there. We're now on page 242, section 3, inheriting the true parents' realm of victory. Number 1, until the true parents emerge on earth, God could never have his own direct children in the spirit world. Through me, the children whom God originally intended to be born for the first time. I am saying that through me, God's royal family could come into being. Therefore, you should take pride in it. It is we who are to connect all nations to the original Garden of Eden. I laid the victorious foundation, transcending heaven and earth. The true parents built such a foundation that they are trying to bequeath their achievements to true children. True parents' realm of victory. Number 2. The realm of true parents' victory refers to the scope of their victory in the battle against Satan. It means that the true parents are completely victorious on the individual level and on the family level. Further, they brought victory on the levels of the tribe, people, nation, and world. It was indeed a challenging course. By no means was it easy. However, I overcame every difficulty and won the victory. I ordered to heaven the environment ceremony for the kingship of God, which brought about the miracle of liberating even God. True parents with true love forgave even the failed communist nations and embraced them while leading the providence forward. Number 3, the fact that the true parents established the realm of victory means that they recovered all that Satan kept in his possession, including all providential individuals who were lost. Because Eve was lost, Adam also was lost. However, now that Adam has been recovered, it is time to recover the women of the world. That is why, for their recovery, on April 10, 1992, I place mother in the forefront and develop a movement for the liberation of women. We are entering the age of the mother. This is the age of the mother. When we say that the true parents are victorious, we mean that everything that was lost due to the false parents has been recovered. The true sons, the true daughter, and the true husband and wife, the true parents are the root from which will arise one humanity where all are related as blood kin. From that true husband and true wife will come only good descendants, continuing for countless generations. Number 5. The realm of true parents' victory is not limited to them as individuals. It leaves a mark on the history of the universe. You have to inherit this. In order to do so, you have to recover what Adam and Eve lost by their failure to have absolute faith and absolute love. We're now on page 243. Are you still all there? And you have to clean up the stain in the lineage. You can accomplish this within the realm of victory that I have prepared. All you need to do now is follow the original track, climbing the 8 stages beginning on the individual level, then starting again at the bottom on the family level, and climbing up again, and so on. Then you should be able to go about your life freely from a 2-dimensional viewpoint. God and human beings have been separated at opposite poles. Hence, true parents had to go and bring God back into the family. I surmounted all 8 stages both vertically and horizontally and broke free from the realm of Satan's accusation. Therefore, I can now freely attend God in the family and also on the national level. Number 6. What grounds do I have to take pride in the name true parents? I established the realm of internal heart that through love breaks down all barriers and opens gates in every field and on all levels, horizontally and vertically, throughout history. These victorious foundations should not just be something that I alone can rejoice over it. It should be cause for heaven and earth, history and all ages to rejoice. Only when there is rejoicing to this extent can we truly rejoice. We should not rejoice over our individual victories while ignoring the past ages of history. What we accomplish should be cherished as a victory that all people in the past, present, and future, equally can rejoice over. Number 7, the family of absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience is responsible for changing the lineage, changing the ownership, and then forming the proper Cain and Abel relationship in the realm of heart. That family determined to bring victory and was victorious on this condition. As true parents, we could proclaim true parents and the completed testament age, and settlement of the true parents and the completed Testament age. Because we, true parents, are settled on the family level, the families of the world can give us recognition as their subject partner. With that, they can inherit true parents' realm of victory. Then, by that formula, we can expand our foundation from the levels of the individual, family, tribe, people, and nation based on the realm of the four-position foundation of Adam and Eve. This expansion does not occur all at once, but gradually. The center and destination of this national level foundation is the world. The nation is the starting point for reaching out to the world. Number 8, you must praise true parents and love true parents. The era has come for the settlement of true parents and the completed Testament age. True parents settlement allows you to inherit their victorious realm. Now that they are settled, they can give the blessing throughout the world. This is how the world can be settled. We're now on page 244. This is how, in fact, true parents have bequeathed everything to you. You, representing fallen humankind, can be grateful for this. You should be able to praise true parents and love true parents. Since the parents from heaven gave you the blessing, took pride in you, loved you, and served you. Now in return you should praise and take pride in the parents from heaven. This is how you can alleviate the sadness of heaven's family. Number 9, Adam's family was lost, and that lost family expanded worldwide. Hence, true parents must restore everything worldwide, since things became as they are due to the love, life, and lineage of false parents. It is the true parents who must bring every individual, family, tribe, people, nation, and the entire world back to God's side. The false parents turned all these things totally upside down. Thus, it is not only the family that true parents must restore. They have to restore every level in heaven and on earth through indemnity. Specifically, they have to reorganize every level based on their family and straighten out all 8 stages. In other words, although due to the false parents, it was the family that was lost to God, true parents cannot return to God after straightening not only the family level. They can resolve all the problems at that level only by bringing victory at all levels in the cosmos. Number 10, at this time I am making many proclamations such as the realm of the cosmic Sabbath for the parents of heaven and earth, the settlement of the Family Federation for world peace and unification, and the end of indemnity, and so forth. There is no other way than this, since true parents have to pave the path to the liberation that God originally intended. To do so, I had to level mountains and build a global foundation. Without such actual accomplishments, my wife and I could not become the true parents. Not could I become the Messiah and the returning Lord. So we have Luis here, our brother. Ms. Johnson will continue reading The Path to Inheriting True Parents' Realm of Victory on page 244. It's 5:24, so we have 6 more minutes. Page 244.
Top?
I just read it, yes.
Up to here? Okay. The Path to Inheriting True Parents' Realm of Victory on page 244. The settlement of the completed Testament age means that we who center on the true parents' family have become one large family in the plus position. All human beings are in the minus position, with true parents' family in the plus position. All other families are its counterparts. If they unite as one with true parents' family by taking the position of a perfect minus, they will all rise to the same position as the true parents' family. This is a formula for recovering the universe. 3 main conditions are required for this to happen. First, the lineage must be changed. Second, the right of ownership must be changed. Finally, the realm of heart must be changed. The realm of heart includes 3 stages: the individual, family, and tribe. The stages in this realm form one set that cannot be divided up. Therefore, as tribal messiahs, you must connect these 3 stages of heart into one. Based on this foundation, you can then move up to the level of the nation. God's ideal of creation is based on love that partakes of this chief attribute. Absolute love, unique love, unchanging love, and eternal love. Based on such love, you can maintain your purity. This means that coming from a fallen lineage, you need to maintain your purity to take the completely correct position for true love and true life. On the foundation of purity, you can change your lineage. After that, you can experience pure love. You receive your inheritance after settling as a family of filial children. And then you expand the scope of your family to become a family of patriots, saints, and divine sons and daughters, uniting the world on the horizontal plane. Then you will inherit the authority of victory, which is as sweet as a fragrant flower. In order to become the eldest son and to inherit the right of the eldest son, you have to be better than Satan. You have to represent God in all areas and stand in the position to take responsibility in accordance with God's rules and principles. The person who loves God the most receives the prize. Because of this principle, it is possible for God to carry out the providence of restoration. Inheritance is received based on love, and it is in accordance with this principle that you can claim back the birthright of the eldest son. As sons and daughters on heaven's side, you must be more filial to your parents than the sons and daughters of Satan's world. As people on heaven's side, you must love your family, your nation, the world, and all humankind more than the people of Satan's world do. You must be better in all aspects. They have to give you their inheritance voluntarily. You cannot take it by force. Section 4, Inheriting the True Parents' Tradition. We're on page 245 now. As a consequence of the seeds that were sown by the fall in the Garden of Eden, various phenomena of the harvest of their fruit will arise around the world. Now is that time. Since this world cannot continue as it is, the time has come to reap the fruit of the fall. This world became the way it is because it inherited a tradition that deviated from God due to its relationship with the fallen parents. Therefore, true parents must come and establish a new teaching. Should it be based on the current ways of the world or the cosmos? No. It should be based on true families. Unless the teaching of true family appears. The teaching for a new world cannot emerge. The representative of this true family teaching must be God's true Son. He should be the internal heir who inherits everything related to God's heart. He should also be God's external heir, who inherits the ownership of all things. In other words, he should be a man who can inherit God's heart, God's body, and all things. Only such a son can be God's representative. Only when that son comes will God's kingdom finally be realized. True parents' tradition. How will history unfold? When true parents' tradition is established, true parents' actual way of life will remain in history as a standard for all traditions for all eternity. Suppose we continue on for 1,000 years from this point. People will not be moving forward looking to the future. Rather, they will move forward looking back 1,000 years, modeling their lives on things as they are in this present time. Until today, fallen people have sought to unify the world. But once the true parents emerge and are recognized as the central persons of the world, all people will totally emulate the tradition of the true parents and uphold them as the center. As time goes by, the domain based on that center will continue to expand. Indeed, true parents' family is the foundation representing the tradition of a future that people hope to see. The purpose of God's history of 6,000 years has been to create true parents' family. Why are people going through struggles at the present time? It is so they can meet true parents' family. What is true parents' love? In the Garden of Eden, the first human beings failed to become the true ancestors and could not establish the tradition of original love. Therefore, at some point in time, the Messiah must come, and in the position of the true parents, he has to establish this tradition of love from the level of the individual to the family, tribe, people, nation, and world. When it is realized on the level that transcends peoples of all ethnicities, the kingdom of heaven will be established on earth. It will be God's museum. Thus far, individuals and families have been disconnected from God. Hence, what I am trying to do at this time is to connect them to the whole and to God and establish the proper tradition of love centered on the family. To prepare such an amazing foundation is the mission of the true parents, and to uphold and actualize that purpose is the mission of the Unification Church. You can become an owner only when you act with the heart of a parent and the body of a servant. This is how God has been working to fulfill the will. Hence, you too can fulfill it only if you have the heart of the Father and shed your tears, sweat, and blood. In order to become a true leader, you need to receive true leadership training. We're on page 247 now. You need to inherit true parents' way of tears, sweat, and blood, which is the way of heaven. You too have to shed tears, sweat, and blood. Then you will leave it behind as your tradition. What is the tradition of God and true parents? First, it is to live for the sake of others. Second, it is to invest, and forget. Third, it is to pray and offer devotion to fulfill the will. It is a goal that you cannot accomplish by yourself. Why do you need to pray? It is because you need to receive the help of God, your subject partner, and to have heaven with you and supporting you. Why do you need to offer devotion? It is to enable you to prepare the path and accept any circumstances that you might face. Prayer is to create a bond with God, the subject partner, and devotion is to expand your horizontal relationships. What kind of family is True Parents' family? Their family is the fruit of history, the center of this age, and the starting point of the future. So in the future, when the world we live in becomes the kingdom of heaven that we've hoped for, every aspect of True Parents' lives will serve as the tradition. They will become the mother's womb of the ideal nation. They will be the starting point for building the ideal world. Therefore, based on the vertical connection to True Parents, you as their children should always establish a realm of 3 generations together with True Parents. The vertical 3 generations are God, the True Parents, and you. Horizontally, 3 generations are True Parents, True Children, and you. Heaven and earth will not be united unless these 3 generations are formed and perfected. The tradition, education, and practice that we talk about refer to tradition and education under True Parents. All you need to do is to follow in True Parents' footsteps and inherit all the victories that they won in their battles against Satan. True Parents are going to gather the offerings of all believers and offer them all to God on the altar. They will do so without discriminating among their sons and daughters or among the things of creation. Further, they will do so without distinguishing between the Old Testament age, the New Testament age, and the completed Testament age, having liberated them all from Satan's accusations. They will offer God the UN and the entire world united together. Then True Parents can inherit the world from God, at which point their right of ownership will begin. For the past 6,000 years, the purpose of God's work has been to establish True Parents' family. Why has humanity been struggling to this day? It is in order to connect to True Parents and their family. We're on page 248 now. In the future as well, our descendants will exist in order to produce descendants for the True Parents. They do not need to create a nation for True Parents to make a world for True Parents, because once True Parents emerge and receive public recognition, True Parents' nation and world will come into being naturally. To support True Parents, you should make descendants for them. It is not a matter of making a nation for them. At this time, what is most ideal for you is to live with True Parents at the center of your life. In the future, when heaven and earth will be governed under the authority of True Parents, you will not be just ordinary citizens who come and go. You will carry the tradition that was woven centering on True Parents, who will remain forever in history. There can be no greater tradition than this. Had Adam and Eve not fallen, human history would have originated with True Parents. Their words would have become their descendants' words. Their way of life would have become their descendants' way of life, and the environmental conditions they experienced would have become their descendants' reality. In this way, history would have started from True Parents. Okay, we're on page 248, the bottom of the first column. We've come up to that subtitle here, Inheriting True Parents' Tradition is the subtitle for the next section. We'll stop here at this point. Do we have any reflections, comments, inspirations? Please feel free to comment on anything that we've been talking about so far this morning.
What was the name of the topic before that?
With True Parents' Tradition.
No, but you're coming to True Parents' Tradition. What was the one before it?
Section 4, Inheriting the True Parents' Tradition.
Okay.
Page 245.
Before that?
That was on page 245 it began.
What was it?
Section 4, Inheriting the True Parents' Tradition. Or the one before that was the path to inheriting true parents' realm of victory.
So section 4. Okay.
Section 4, yes. We're in section 4.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, yes, on page 248. Go ahead. Do we have any reflections? Feel free to speak up. Go ahead. Of course, it's emphasizing, of course, the true parents' glorious tradition of victory, and we're very fortunate, of course, to be living at this time in history when this has already occurred, and True Mother, of course, continues moving forward with True Father in the spirit world, and I think it's amazing that we can reach the level of true parents just by connecting with true parents. We can be elevated to their same level. That's amazing that we can attain such a high level ourselves. But it's, of course, based on true parents' victory, and we have to, our portion of responsibility also, of course. Would anybody else like to make any comments? Inspirations?
Thank you, Luis. Anybody else? So for my reading, we start on page 241. What was significant was for the embodiments of the parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. What we hear the Father is trying to teach us is to become embodiments. We invest and forget, invest and forget, invest and forget. He repeated many times. We should aspire to become embodiments of God, embodiments of true parents, the embodiments of the parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. So in fact, all these parents want you, their embodiments, to be better than they are. So we also should be thinking like that for our children, that they can be better than we are, because we will be also true parents on the family level, as we have read in the past chapters, and this is also how the parents of heaven and earth, who are in the substantial realm, centered on the incorporeal parents of the cosmos, which is God, and became His object partners. Also, this is how the parents of heaven and earth and humankind established their virtual union, by which heaven and earth were made complete. So the completed Testament age finally came after 3 stages. So we're in the age of liberation and complete freedom. And again, as we have read before, that you are already not slaves to sin anymore because of the complete Testament age. We are liberated, or we are building an infinite world of liberation where all sons and daughters are actually free from any trace of sin, both in spirit and flesh. Wow. So it is the ideal world where we are destined to live. So therefore the parents of the cosmos, the parents of heaven and earth, and the parents of heaven, earth, and humankind come to earth in the person of the Lord of the second advent. So it's no coming as the man in flesh. So it's no other than our true Father and the true Mother. And they had sons and daughters. So the tradition is, I read in the you know. Even John Quinn, who is now even negative to true mother, he made a book. He claimed this divineprinciple.com, and he has his book about the divine principle, as if, you know, there he got some snippets about our two fathers. You know, they started before 40, we should have 12 children. 40 years old, just like father. So they had, I think, 14 instead of, you know. So there's no other family yet except his own family. Theogenim has 10 children. So of the 36 couples we know about, Reverend Bohi Pak, he has about 7 children or 8 children. They try to, you know, make 12 also before they're 40 or 50, but of course, yeah, we can only make a few. But of course, if we don't make that, we need to have many spiritual children, so that we can have this infinite realm that two parents desire, and will make an ideal world. Because now we're living in this, as we have read in this, inheriting true parents' realm of victory. And this points even to true mother. As we read here on page 242, the fact that true parents established the realm of victory means that they recovered all that Satan kept in his possession. So they're coming back, you know, including all providential individuals who were lost. So even those individuals, you know, in the past history, that true parents have lost. So those who died before us. But all those who died can never say he is happy. So I think it's only true parents can say, you know, say that he's happy. If, you know, when he prayed his last prayer, he already is bequeathing that responsibility to tribal messiahs, and that is us. And so we cover all those people from Adam, and then because Eve was lost, Adam also was lost. However, now that Adam has been recovered, that's him, it is a time to recover the women of the world. And that is why for their recovery, on April 10, 1992, he placed Mother in the forefront and developed a movement for the liberation of women. So we are entering the age of Mother, and this is the age of Mother. So at the time, 1992, I think that's when the Women's Federation for World Peace is very active. It was founded by True Mother. So I myself is a product of the Women's Fed, because they invited all these Muslim families in the South and have this Muslim and unification perspective seminar where I attended for 3 days. And of course, the president there of the Women's Federation for World Peace, who is a Muslim, was the one who registered Women's Federation for World Peace in the UN. And they went to Beijing and they met Hillary Clinton there on 1994 and 1995. And of course they met a lot of women, of course, all over the world, because it was a gathering of women. So we never know. Hillary Clinton might be the President of the United States, or whoever it was. At least she was there, and she was the former Secretary of State of this nation and the First Lady of the President, Clinton. So it's the age of women, liberation of women. So this is very inspiring. So anybody else wants to share about the reading today? So we look forward on two mothers coming in New York. Yes? I hear something. Is there anybody who wants to share?
No, thank you very much. The word is very powerful. Let us move on.
Yes, so let's all rise and have unison prayer. Most beloved Heavenly Parents, we're so thankful for this meeting today. We pray that we ourselves should establish and carve for ourselves not only a faith, but these spiritual children that you assigned to us or you prepared for us, our Heavenly Parents. We also pray that we can take care of many children, spiritual children of many brothers and sisters, especially here in this church. We pray that we can be as sensitive as well as everyone, because they are our spiritual children. We pray that we can drive them off instead, but really take care of them and guide them, that they need to always listen to the sermons of our two parents, sermons of our pastors, and listen to the divine lecture. We pray that we can have more than 2 days divine principle workshops here, 3 days where everybody can be taught in a net, and they can become core members here in this church. We pray that we can extend to even 7 days just outside Virginia here, or we go to a very nice and quiet place in one of the hotels here overlooking the Potomac River. We pray, our Heavenly Parents, that we can have this tradition and always these worships to revive ourselves, witness to ourselves and witness to other people. We pray that we can be brought always to people who can not only help us, but help the province even better than us. Because, as we have learned today, our children, not only our physical children, but spiritual children, we pray that they can be more powerful and better than us. We pray they can even witness more than us. And we pray that we can be brought to the people that you have given us, our Heavenly Parents. And we pray all of this in all our names and in my name. As the Master Francis P. Catalan, blessed settled Master, Arju, Arju, Arju. Uri yesonem hoci, numero sonem somil, imosum batro sotoci, ogilio ora, saniden togil, ilarat nabide togil, togilio soora, togilio ora. Good morning to you, our beloved true teachers, our true masters, our true parents of heaven and earth and humankind. Good morning to the true children, true grandchildren, and all our true brothers and sisters. Good morning. Good morning. Morning, everyone. Have a nice and wonderful day.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Yes.
Fred, are you going to take a photo of those pages? I'm trying to coordinate.
Yes, no problem. It will be in my timeline. You can see it there with my pictures here. Yes.
All right, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Okay,
Right.
thank you.
Yes. Have a great day, everyone. Bring some umbrella. It will be raining today and tomorrow. Bye-bye. Yeah. Yeah. Really? He in the prayer last night, he was still working. He had overtime yesterday. Yeah.